So step one of the transom rebuild is done. The old transom's out of the boat. It actually took longer just to unhook the motor and all the controls to access the back than it did to remove the old transom. Thankfully, the wiring in the boat, I was able just to rest it on the side to not have to unhook all the wiring. So the primary cause of this was this drainage hole, which I'm not even certain what the function of it is, because you'd have to take the boat out of the water to drain anything from there anyway, and there's never any water in the back of the boat. But anyway, this area right in here had been, it looks like a long time ago. It wasn't still wet, but it definitely had at some point gotten water on it, and as a result of it, this part right here, right in the middle, kind of where the motor sits, was soft. Everything on the edges was in fairly good shape, but whatever moisture was did get in here, allowed the adhesive on the fiberglass not to stick anymore in some of the spots. So actually you can see part of it here. It took a fair amount of effort to rip it off. This is a corner piece. It's still solid, but it's seen better days, but it is 50 years old, I guess. So part one's done. I got some of the stuff ordered. I have to take a trip to New York State today to get the plywood that's going to go back on there, but hopefully I can fix her back up soon and get her out. All right. So part two is all set. The new transom's in the boat. It's dried at this point. I got to take it apart, take the clamps off, and then hopefully we'll be fiberglassing it in a little while. So this is the boat. To show quick, the new transom is in. Everything's hooked back up. I'm just going to run it up to a local lake, Goose Pond, and just try it out, make sure everything's in shape, good shape. Your question about the flooring, all of the front flooring is very hard. It's entirely solid. The back part, there's a little lip on it. You probably can't see all that well, but a little lip that goes from the back floor to this floor. It's just the way the fiberglass was done on the boat originally. This part here of the floor has been replaced. It's one of the first things that I did when I had the boat. There's a couple spots that were soft, and it was really kind of an easy thing to fix. And so new plywood was put in, and then I added, it's just resting on top of the standard floor, but I do have a 1/2-inch piece of plywood over it just to eliminate some of this lip. I don't know why they have it here, but it was about an inch difference, and you'd catch your foot on it occasionally, so I tried to offset it at least a little bit as best I could, and now it's not even that noticeable. But the floor's all very solid on it. Underneath it's completely solid. There's no soft spots on it at all. And this on the back here, I lifted actually the motor. I made this part be straight across in the back. I used to have a little dip in it, just the way the boat was made, and it allows the motor to rest a couple inches higher, which is more ideal for the motor and where you're going to want its placement in the water. So I'm going to shut it off now. I'm going to go up to the lake and test it out, and I'll take a little film up there too. So I have the boat out on the water. Doesn't seem to be any problems. Everything's working fine, running fine. Certainly isn't taking on any water. I'll go over just the basics to get the boat started, just like basic tutorial stuff. On the inside of the motor cover, if the boat hasn't been running in a while, there's a manual primer, and if you give it a 1/2 turn, the boat will start right up. That's only like if it hasn't been running, a couple weeks or something. Other than that, it starts right up. If it has been run, this is the key switch. You just push it in, that primes it. You only have to hold it down for a second or so. This is the kill switch. It keeps the battery on and off. So if you have lights that are hooked up, they need to be on. Just a preventative thing so it doesn't kill the battery. These are the controls. Throttle. Usually I keep the throttle a little bit above the lowest idle to start it. and then this has to be right in the middle. That's neutral. Forward is obviously forward, and then reverse is reverse, and it should be throttled way down to put it into gear or to change from forward to reverse. But all you do, push to prime it, keys on, this is about in the right spot, just turn the key, boat starts right up. It's about all you want it to be doing as far as idling. And then pop it into gear and off we go. Just show you quickly and then I'll turn the camera off. The boat will move right along. I mean, this is not full throttle, and we're going across the lake pretty quick. This will be full throttle now. So that's about it. And when you go to shut it down, all you got to do is turn the key, and that'll kill it. So we just got the boat out of the water. Transom looks great. No issues, no water on the inside. And I think everything's great at this point. It seems to be in very good shape and held up well. I ran it pretty well open on the water for probably 15 minutes, and there weren't any issues, so I think we're in good shape.